Again, my name is Sabrina Mensah, also known as Cherry. I am the author of the book It's Not the Mirror That's Dirty, and on this channel we speak on all things to do with conscious living, mindset, elevating mind, body and spirit. And today I want to talk to you about a topic which is, can you change your identity? Yes, you can. The circumstances that you're living in and who you've become is never fixed. And the reason why you are living the way you're living is due to the way you think and the way you see yourself. And all these things can change. You can change the way you think, and you can also change the way you see yourself. The only question is, are you willing to put in the work to do so? I was living a life that I wanted to be free from. And I was battling a lot of addictions, a lot of negative thinking, and of a lot of negative situations that were occurring in my life that I just could not get out of. I kept thinking that like the universe wasn't on my side. I was angry at God because of it. I thought that I was being punished because these things kept happening, and it took me years and years and years to finally understand that I was the problem and I was getting in my own way. And then how it really began was I started really being consciously aware of the thoughts that I was having in my head. And I, to this day, can do this where I can be thinking of a project that I want to work on or something I want to do, and I will hear a thought telling me that I can't do that. And I kind of now know how to separate the thought and re-implant a new thought that it's possible. Or if this person can do that, then why can't I? We are all cut from the same cloth. We all bleed the same color, we all bleed red. So if this person can make a change, I'm no different, because it's to do with how you're thinking. And so you have to be really consciously aware of the thoughts that you're having, and are they conducive or will they benefit you as your future self? And this is proof that shows that you are not your thoughts. You are not what you're thinking. So anytime you're having thoughts that are putting you down, that don't benefit you in any kind of way, that are not lifting you up, are not giving you that kind of confidence to reach your goals or get out of toxic situations, or some people are very addicted to negativity. It's nothing to do with, you just living a bad life and just you're unlucky. It's to do with the way you think and the way you see yourself. So you put yourself in situations that verify those thoughts. So if you can be aware of what you're thinking and then be able to change the way you think and reverse that thinking, eventually, once you've sown enough seeds, you will have a harvest, and it's like your brain is able to take out old thoughts and put new ones in. It's like a computer, so it can actually change old thoughts and put new ones in. But depending how you was raised and in what environment you were raised in, you have now gathered this big negative tree of negative thoughts. You're not worthy enough, you can't do this, you can't do that. Your parents may have made you believe that, or people around you may have made you believe that, but it's only a thought, and you can change those thoughts. Thoughts can change, because all you've got to do is take that one out and put a new one in. But it takes a lot of work. So a lot of the time when I'm doing things like washing up was a great place I'd do it. While you're washing dishes, see the thoughts that are going through. Recognize that's what you're thinking and separate yourself from the thought. Once you can do that, you'll realize you're not your thought, and you can then implement a new one. Meditation is a great practice that I've been doing for a couple of years now, and you need to make sure that you meditate correctly. There's many different ways that people try and tell you can meditate, and if you do it the wrong way, it can be more harmful than good. So make sure you're doing it correctly. However, when you are doing it in a correct way and your goal is to be still, this really regulates your emotions. And I've said before that your emotions can sometimes cloud your judgment in things. So if you can bring the emotions down, it will give you clarity and you can think clearer. So once you get used to meditating, you can apply that into your daily walk in life so that you can be clear and still in situations. So a lot of the times now, for example, if I'm cleaning the house or whatever I'm doing, any kind of task, I can do it in a meditative state, which means I'm completely present in what I'm doing. And so if I have troubles about another situation, I can just go into meditating and it calms me down. It takes me out of the emotions And so it makes me be able to make more conscious decisions because I'm more present. This is the benefit of meditating. The only thing I would warn is you got to make sure you meditate correctly. One thing I've realized is once you get still more and you're in a more peaceful place, life kind of pans out for you in a natural way where you don't really have to do too much. You just have to put one foot in front of the other. And I get myself in situations now, I never realized I'd love doing this, or I'd never realized I'd be here, I'd never realized I'd meet the people I've met. And it is usually down to being really still and just kind of letting go and let God. So when you get like that, you're put into positions where you never believed you'd be there. You'd never realized you'd like things about, you learn things about yourself because you're in a still state. But when you've got all the clutter in your head, you're living on old programs. You're living on old programs, and it may not be where you actually really want to be. So this is why I'm telling you, if you're ever interested in changing your life and you think it's too late, it's never too late. It is possible because I've done it myself, and I'm still learning as I go. I'm always learning new things about me because I'm at that point of meditating, clearing my mind and changing my thoughts. And I come from a background where I have every excuse not to, and I could have gone down a very dark path, and I chose a lighter path, a more peaceful path, a more conducive path. And now my task in life is to benefit others as and where I can. And that's it. I don't know if this video was too short. However, I am considering transitioning my videos and talking about other subject matters that may be quite interesting. But if you like what you see so far, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll be back with new news, new material, but it's all about elevating mind, body, and spirit. So until next time, I'll see you then.